Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. In the previous videos I talked about the best budget defenders and the best budget midfielders you can get for your fantasy Premier League. So finally we are going to be talking about the best budget forwards you can get for your fantasy Premier League ahead of game week 6 and beyond. So it's the FPL Pundit here. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notification icon so that anytime I post a new video, you are going to get notified. Without further ado, let's get into the list, guys. So coming up, we have Dennis, Welbeck, and Joshua King. I know you might be familiar with some of these players already, but why has these players made my list for best budget forwards? First of all, all of the three players you see are below the £6 million mark, but it's even only Welbeck that is even cost up to 6 million. The rest are not even above 5.5 million, and this is the only list of players I have. Another reason why I've chosen this list is because, you know, some of us might be looking to use a wild card or bring in a player who is just cheap, who we can just, you know, just use to fill up our squad because we've signed one very expensive player and we don't have enough funds to sign other higher players. Remember, if you're that kind of FPL manager at the moment, these are the players you can look to bring into your team to fill up, you know, your squad. So talking about the first player, we have Dennis. Dennis is just 5.2 million and he has a total of 22 points so far this season. In his first match was actually his best match so far this season, where he scored 1 goal and had 1 assist, scoring 12 points in that particular match. Since then, he has not really done anything until the last match where he got 1 goal against Norwich. He's just 5.2 million, and this is a player you necessarily don't have to have too many expectations from. You don't need to have unrealistic expectations from. They are just there to fill up your squad and, you know, come up in case another player is not available in times where, you know, like when club didn't start Firmino, or when he didn't start some of the players. If you had players like this in your bench, it would just be easy for you, you know, to just replace them in your lineup. Looking at the fixtures ahead, he has playing against Newcastle at home, followed by Leeds, Liverpool, then at home also, then Everton. In these particular matches, we might just see him get a few points from Newcastle, from Leeds maybe, but against Liverpool, you know, that's probably a no-no. But you never really can write these players off. Like I said, they're just there to fill your squad, not unrealistic expectations. They're just players who are the best players in their current team, and they can fill your squad and come up when you need them. The next player on the list is Welbeck at 6 million. This is quite an expensive player, but the only reason why Welbeck has made it to my squad is because you might want to be looking for a player who is not above 6 million, considering the fact that you might have signed a new forward, like, you know, you signed Antonio, you signed Ronaldo, you signed Lukaku, and you don't have enough funds to bring in another premium or, you know, mid-range forward. So if you're looking to sign a player who is not above 6 million, Welbeck is the next player you can go to. He has a ton of good fixtures ahead, playing against Crystal Palace at the weekend, then followed by Arsenal the following week, then coming to play Norwich away again before they meet Manchester City at home. So the fixture difficulty ranking is just cool, and Welbeck is actually a fantastic player. He has a total of 12 points so far this season. One of the reasons is why his points are quite low. He didn't play the first match, he didn't play the second match. The third match he just played only like about 31 minutes, and the last 2 matches are the major matches which he has played almost 90 minutes. Last match he played 69 minutes. The previous match he played just 63 minutes. And if he keeps this up, if he keeps up this form, we can actually see him start more often for Brighton. He had a very wonderful goal in the last match, and I'm betting to see more of that come from Welbeck. Welbeck is a fantastic player. In the previous season, he even had a total of 89 points. I'm not really keen on the fact that Welbeck is good, so I'm not saying you should just sign Welbeck. There are other players out there, but if you're just within this budget constraints, you can just, you know, sign Welbeck. But most preferably among the 3 of these players, I would advise you to go for King. It's the same fixture with Dennis, and looking at King, he has a total of 14 points so far this season. That might be low, yes, but just hear me out. King has not really played full match so far this season. The last match they played against Norwich was the only match where he played full time, and in that match he didn't score, yes, but he had 2 assists. He's yet to score this season, but if you look at his previous records in the Premier League so far, especially when he was in Bournemouth, when he was still with Bournemouth, the last season he was with Boma, we'll see that he had a total of 99 points in season 2019-2020. The previous season before then, he had a total of 141 points. If you look at the seasons before that time, he had a total of 110 points, 171 points. He has been one high-performing player in the Premier League, and I think injury was just one of his problems. And looking at the fixtures ahead, but irrespective of the fixtures, if this guy can just stay fit and the coach is playing him in all the matches, I can bet you that King is going to turn out a very wonderful performance. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm looking ahead to even signing Joshua King to my team. So who is the most recommended player of these players I've mentioned? Of course, I recommend you to get Joshua King most of all these players. You can even get more funds and use it to sign someone else, but it still boils down to your choice. And if you're just looking at if you think this list I've given isn't really making sense, just let me know what you think about the list in the comment section below. So that'll be all for the best budget forwards for Gameweek 6 and beyond. If you're new to my channel, like I said, please kindly hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification icon, and in the next video we're going to be doing the top captaincy picks for Gameweek 6, followed by the team selection for Gameweek 6. So more FPL content coming your way, guys. Stick around to my channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in my next video, guys. Peace.